You are one of the main reasons why I came to Lucha Underground. Always so close to the brass ring, but it always remains out of your grasp.
Hey, I'm not just some guy you can slap around. I think I deserve to face Prince Puma for the Lucha Underground champion.
Hernandez won the match.
He never beat either one of us.
I look forward to finding out which one of you is the best.
Stop. He got him! Alberto El Patron is one step from becoming #1 contender for the Lucha Underground title.
What the hell is Johnny Mundo doing here? Oh! Holy... Oh!
Hernandez has just become #1 contender.
I want to see this new Johnny unleash on Prince Puma.
What do you have in mind?
Prince Puma versus Johnny Mundo all night long. Two new beginnings.
And a new champion.
Is the coolest place on the planet, and this is the temple, Lucha Underground. I am Vampiro with my sexy partner, Matt Striker, who is a rock star in my book. Thank you very much, Mexican Dub Weiser. Matt, what's going on, brother?
Well, by order of Dario Cueto, the Lucha Underground champion, Prince Puma, must defend his championship the entire night in a match against Johnny Mundo. Whomever earns the most pinfalls and submissions by the time we go off the air will be the Lucha Underground champion. Ladies and gentlemen, let the Lucha roll on, because tonight we do it all night long. Let's go!
Damn!
The following Lucha is one match, one show, all night long. Whichever luchador has the most pinfall and submission victories by the end of the night will be the Lucha Underground champion. When the bell rings, the match is over. Introducing first, the challenger from Los Angeles, California, Johnny Mundo. And his opponent, he is the Lucha Underground champion, Prince Puma.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we bring you a wrestling fan's dream. Who else can do what we're about to do tonight? One match, two of the greatest luchadors on the face of God's green earth. Whomever has the most pinfalls or submissions by the time we go off the air will be the Lucha Underground champion. And with Ultima Lucha just around the corner, this match is huge.
This match is beyond huge. I don't even know what to do, man. I wouldn't know what to do. How do you prepare for something like this? It's a beating for a whole hour. That's crazy.
Here we go. If you know your Lucha Underground history, you'll remember that 32 weeks ago, these two luchadors stood in this very ring. It's only fitting that these two meet tonight on this historic match, only here on Lucha Underground.
They are main event. It's got main event written all over both of them. Puma extending his hand. What a champion. What a class warrior. He's grown so much, Matt.
The history between these two runs rich and deep. These were the final two luchadors in Aztec warfare. Of course, Prince Puma went on to capture the Lucha Underground Championship. Ever since then, we have seen this slow turn in Johnny Mundo's attitude. He's become more aggressive, turning his back on the believers here in the temple, concentrating on one thing and one thing only, the Lucha Underground title.
Well, we're just starting the night off by disagreeing. I told you from day one Johnny Mundo was two-faced and that he was selfish and he had an attitude and an agenda. And it just goes to show that I called it like it is, and here we are seeing the fruits of my endeavors of paying attention.
Drop toe hold there, of course, Johnny Mundo, an excellent, excellent mat-based grappler, but a lot of fans were turned off when Johnny Mundo threw Alberto El Patron's face through Dario Cueto's office window. It was then and there that the temple realized that Johnny Mundo is out for one person, and that person is Johnny Mundo.
Let me tell you something right now, Matt. That is one of the only moments, I got a few of them, but that's one of the ones that I have on my replay button on my iPhone that I watch constantly as putting his face, Alberto's face through that window. I love Johnny Mundo for that.
Nice takedown here, and every single cover, every single submission hold carries so much weight.
But these two have got enough gasoline in the tank to fly around the world 200 million times. It's going to be tough to get somebody to submit, don't you think?
Speaking of high flying, of course, the #1 contender to the Lucha Underground title, Drago, watching and waiting in his lair. Drago will face the winner of this match for the Lucha Underground title at Ultima Lucha. But before we get there, we must complete this historic night.
The fans just want to see rock and roll tonight. How much do you think that Puma's hometown is going to come into his favor in a night like tonight?
Well, I think Puma, of course, and you'll notice that Konnan has chosen not to accompany Prince Puma to the ring for this match. Konnan feels that the champion is indeed ready, but Konnan will be paying close attention throughout the match. To your question, Konnan has instilled a great fighting spirit in this champion. Whether it be hometown or miles away from home, Prince Puma understands what's at stake.
You know what's kind of tripping me out? So how do you know so much about what Konnan thinks?
I've watched diligently,
exactly.
I've studied. Listen, we can talk all we want about our differences in opinions with Konnan, but right now, Konnan's protege is the Lucha Underground champion, Prince Puma.
Prince Puma's a champion, and Konnan's lucky enough to be in his corner, but that's another story. Johnny Mundo is definitely taking him down judo style.
Headlock takeover, Puma keeping his shoulders off the mat. Mundo's shoulders down. Referee, senior official Marty Elias assigned this contest. Johnny keeping his head close to his opponent. Now Puma trying to get back to a vertical base. Normally, Puma enjoys the speed and athleticism advantage, but not so much on this night.
Well, I'm liking a more aggressive Johnny Mundo.
Vamp, let me ask you, you've been in some long, storied wars. The longer a match goes on, who do you think it benefits here?
You know, when two guys are vying for so much, you know, ego, prestige, championships, places in history, it comes down to who's going to be able to stand up at the end of the day. And, man, I wouldn't even be able to answer that question, Matt.
Puma spills to the floor. Now, normally in these matches, you try to avoid one pinfall. Hang on a second. Johnny Mundo on the move. Nobody home. Mundo landing on his feet. That's that parkour ability. Puma shows championship ways. Wow.
You know, these two guys have been in wars for over 34 weeks, 100 million years. You can say what you want. They know each other inside and out. Scouting or no scouting. This is down to the wire. There is hatred on the inside of both these men.
Ladies and gentlemen, this historic night continues. Prince Puma versus Johnny Mundo. We're doing it all night long. We'll be right back here on Lucha Underground. Welcome back to Lucha Underground. Cover here by the champ. If you're just joining us, hang on a second. Crucifix by Mundo. If you're just joining us, Prince Puma and Johnny Mundo will be in this match for the duration of the night. Whomever has the most pinfalls or submissions by the time we go off the air will be the Lucha Underground champion. The only place you're going to see something like this is right here on Lucha Underground.
Exactly, Matt. I have been in wars. I have spent so many years in the ring. I've been a champion all over the world, and I can tell you right now, I would have never been able to do what these two do. The shape they're in, the stamina they have, the fortitude. Incredible.
Setting the bar high each and every week. The evolution of the athlete on display here. Champion Prince Puma has Johnny's shoulders down. And
Prince Puma 1, Johnny Mundo 0.
All right, keeping score at home. Prince Puma with a pinfall victory, 1-0. If the night ended right now, Prince Puma would be the champion, but we have miles to go before we sleep.
That count was just a little too quick. Don't tell me I'm wrong. I watched it. That was a quick count.
We'll keep our eye on Marty Elias's count as the match rolls on.
But Johnny can't get phased, man. It's like the Stanley Cup playoffs, you know what I mean? Just because someone scores first doesn't mean the game is over.
Johnny Johnny with the kick to the gut, doubles over the champion now. Johnny fighting from behind. There's the neck breaker. Johnny going for the cover quick. Referee is down. Just a 1 count there. Deep double leg hook. And Johnny right now to the ground and pound.
I don't know if anybody notices, but Puma's head just bounced off the ring mat like a basketball. That's going to take its toll over the long run. Don't make any mistakes about that one.
Johnny now there. Modified key lock bicep cutter. Mundo now starting to get a little more aggressive. We touched on it early. Cover here.
And that's the magic of the Lucha Underground fans. They want to see a fight. As long as you don't quit, they will support you, no doubts.
Vamp, normally a submission presents itself a lot quicker than a pinfall. Would it behoove Johnny to go for a submission? Hang on, cover here. Could Puma go up 2-0? No. Would it behoove Johnny to go for a quick submission here, try to even the match up?
I don't know if it's going to behoove him. I think he's just got to keep kicking ass, dog. Knock him out and take the pin.
Hang on a second here. Nicely done. Great tuck, standing moonsault. Shoulders are down. Not enough.
No, that's no way he's gonna, there's no way. It's not time. But Johnny's favoring his neck. You see that? He got rocked.
If you take a glance at your clock at home, you'll see how much time is left in this match. Of course, as you fall behind in decisions, the clock becomes your enemy. Mundo with the reversal sends the champ Puma in. Johnny Mundo.
Okay, that was so fresh because Johnny just nailed him full on with all his weight. Hook him, hook him, hook him.
Cover here. No.
You notice Johnny's not showboating and he went over there, he moved his butt.
Something simple like a drop kick to the midsection knocks all the wind out of your opponent. Johnny wise to go for the cover there and back to the arm. Hang on a second there, unique. Not enough. Vamp, there are so many different submissions that one can go for on the arm. I mean, can you dive into Johnny's mind and maybe speculate what Johnny has in store?
I would think that Johnny knows Puma very well, and he knows that giving them the injury now is going to be in his favor later on in the night. Maybe it's a card he's tucking away. He's working on that now. Maybe he's trying to freak Puma out thinking that's his only strategy.
Johnny keeps on the wrist, controlling the left arm of the champion. Vamp, how do you pace yourself in a match like this? You know you have to go the entire night. Nice cutter there!
We've called it so many times. I think at this stage in the game, it's adrenaline and ego and pride. Don't you think? There's no pacing here, man. This is just ass whooping.
Prince Puma doesn't have enough in the tank to go for the cover. You have to start to question the injury to the left arm of Prince Puma. Puma now trying to create space. Space, of course, Puma's best friend because of Puma's speed.
And we've seen Johnny sustain some injuries over the last weeks. It's only a matter of time before these bodies start to give out. They can't be bouncing around like that forever.
Hang on a second here. End of the world. Perfect position for Johnny Mundo, but Puma has it scouted. Oh, great counter there. He's got the ropes. And that's going to count.
Prince Puma won. Johnny Mundo won.
You know what? That was totally fresh. That was so awesome that he did that.
Johnny looked over his shoulder to see where Marty Elias was. Johnny knew exactly where he was and took advantage. Either way, the decision counts. Both of these luchadors each have a victory. When we come back, we'll find out who's going to pick up the momentum. Lucha Underground continues all night long next.
No timeouts in wrestling, Johnny.
Welcome back to Lucha Underground. The challenger, Johnny Mundo, on the floor. Prince Puma inside. Each man owns a victory over one another in this all-night-long contest. Whomever has the most pinfalls or submissions by the time we go off the air will be the Lucha Underground champ. Vamp, your thoughts thus far?
I am so happy that he cheated. Sorry, man, it's war. You're going for the gold.
Referencing Johnny Mundo using the ropes to get the victory before we went to break. And now we are back, and both men start from square one here. Puma with the schoolboy. Referee is down, not enough.
It just amazes me the conditioning these guys got. It's just like non-stop. There's no rest spots, you know what I'm saying? They're just rocking. And those punches are definitely taking the life out of Puma.
Of course, the Lucha Underground title is of the utmost importance, but now with Ultima Lucha around the corner, if the title could be any more important, it is right now. Mundo in.
How can Puma even come up with blocking this stuff? Johnny's so quick, and he's attacking that body from every angle. He puts a hold on him. When you go to counter, he's on the other side and just blasts you.
You're not going to like my answer, but it's the great training of Conan. Cover.
Johnny is just attacking Puma from every single angle possible.
Well, we've talked about the Puma being a counter wrestler, constantly taking advantage of mistakes and positions from his opponent. But we have not seen a lot out of Prince Puma in the last minute, 2.5 minutes of this match.
You called it. There you go. Fans are coming alive, and you know very well that brings Puma to life.
That's right, and you talk about motivation, you talk about things that inspire. If you look at Johnny Mundo's career, his entire career, Johnny has never captured that elusive world's title and really had a nice long reign to cement his legacy. Johnny understands that a victory here could be the first step.
Whoa! He's never been the man. Just say it like it is. Don't be so politically correct, man. He's just never been the man. That's got to eat at him.
Notice Marty Elias not making any counts, no countouts here, and that, of course, by order of Dario Cueto. Dario wants to see what these two have, especially Prince Puma with Ultima Lucha around the corner. And where's Johnny going?
What the hell? A toolkit. Chair, crowbar, and a box.
As long as he didn't pull a little person out from under the ring, we're good. Mundo now turns it around, the fight on the floor. Pinfalls have to come in the ring, though. Hang on a second, fireman's carry. What's Puma going for here? We bring it to you unique and different each and every week. Why should tonight be any different? This is Lucha Underground.
This is so awesome, man. The violence, the weapons, the brutality. I want to hit someone with a chair.
Stay away from me, buddy. Hang on a second. Amidst the carnage, Johnny's got something in his hands there. That crowbar right to the gut. No disqualifications here. And Johnny's going to take full advantage. This is the darker side that we've talked about.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Not only knocked him out, he might have broke his cranium. Puma is out.
Johnny understands. Pinfall has to happen in the ring. Both guys each have a decision. Johnny's looking to go up 2-1 here. And that's what he does.
Wow.
Johnny Mundo.
Cover him again. Cover him again. Right now. Cover him again. He's out. Right? Wouldn't you?
100% agree with you.
Grab him again.
But there the ego of Johnny Mundo comes into play. Johnny said it's my world, but it's not your world just yet. The champion, Prince Puma. Referee Marty Elias has a civic duty to check on the wellness of the competitor. The luchador says, I want to continue. Here we go. Let's swim to the moon. Moonlight drive.
Hey, pin him, pin him, pin him, pin him.
Told ya.
Johnny Mundo, 3. Prince Puma, 1.
Yep.
If Johnny continues these high-impact moves on the head, Johnny's going to run away with this thing.
He's running away right now. 3-1.
3 pinfalls to 1. Johnny Mundo in control. Whomever has the most pinfalls or submissions by the time we go off the air will be the Lucha Underground champion.
Man, he got clocked right in the bean with a crowbar. Where's Conan now?
I'm sure Conan is watching.
Sure, he's watching.
Willing his protege.
Yeah.
Mundo on the move. Oh, and now you have to start to worry about concussions. Now you have to start to worry about this kid's career.
I don't want to say it.
End of the world. Perhaps the end of Prince Puma's title reign. Referee is down.
Johnny Mundo, 4. Prince Puma,
That
1.
might be enough. You called it.
Johnny Mundo with 4 victories to 1 of Prince Puma. You look at your clock at home, you do the math, you see how much time is left. And now you have to ask yourself, what does Prince Puma have?
This is enough.
What is this? Johnny Mundo feels that he has this match well in hand. Taking a little bit of a beverage break.
Matt, I don't want to change subjects here, man, but we got to start thinking about Puma's health. You know what? Live to fight another day. You were a champ for so long. Let it go. Let it go, man.
But Ultima Lucha right around the corner, that big payday, that big paycheck. That's why Puma's still in this thing, and that's why Mundo's fighting so hard, and now the disrespect. And if you look at Prince Puma, you look at the champion pulling himself up, willing himself back to his feet. Wow.
Johnny smells blood. All I know is like to see a shark before a feeding frenzy.
While time may not be on Puma's side, there is still some fight in the champ. Nicely done.
Let's not forget hometown.
Oh, look at Johnny. Look at Johnny. Puts the foot on the ropes out of instinct. It shows you where Johnny's head is versus where Puma's head is.
Well, maybe unfortunately those years of experience that Johnny has are going to pay off finally. Maybe he's going to get the ball and score that touchdown. Maybe he is finally going to become the man.
Think of all the wars that Johnny Mundo has been through. Think of all the wrestlers, all the superstars that Johnny has been in the ring with. It builds to this moment right here and right now. But Prince Puma will not let the championship dream die. Prince Puma will fight with every ounce of venom and vinegar that beats in his heart. Oh, this doesn't... Underground. This match for the Lucha Underground Championship. Johnny Mundo with 4 victories, Prince Puma with 1. When we come back, the quest continues here on Lucha Underground. And we are back. Welcome back to Lucha Underground. The challenger, Johnny Mundo. The champion, Prince Puma. This match goes all night long. Whomever has the most victories by the time we go off the air will be champ. Vamp.
I'm all for the aggression. I'm all for the weapons. I'm all for the brutality. But when you try to take a man's life, when you try to put his head through the apron like he just did, that is not right. I'm sorry to say it, that was totally wrong.
If you're just joining us, Johnny Mundo has hit Prince Puma in the head with a crowbar. It's given Prince Puma a neck breaker on the ring apron, and now the steel ladder.
Prince Puma got his ass out of the way on that one. Instinct, like you said, instinct. What is he doing?
Johnny Mundo has been known to use the temple, use the environment. That parkour background of Johnny Mundo gives Johnny that X factor, makes it has a very unique offense that no one else is capable of.
Look at the fans covering their eyes. I don't even know what to make of this. This is... I hate to say it, but it's almost too extreme for me. What's he doing?
Of course, no countouts, no disqualifications. See the looks on the faces of the believers. The only champion they've ever known in this temple is Prince Puma. And now it seems that Johnny Mundo is running away with this thing.
I understand Johnny's pissed off. I understand he wants it. I understand he's never been the man. But you don't got to do this to somebody else.
The faraway look in Prince Puma's eyes tells you a far greater story than anything Vamp or I can tell you.
Did you hear what he just said? I want to do this. I want to hurt him.
Prince Puma has not voluntarily been on his feet for quite some time. This goes from being a match to an assault.
Johnny's got the advantage, brother. He doesn't got to do this anymore. He can just, you know, wait it out. Like a soccer team, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's something about Johnny's ego. There's something about the message sent to the entire locker room that is definitely watching this match.
He definitely wants to walk in the Ultima Lucha as a champion. But then again, you know what? I don't care. Part of me says the Jekyll and Hyde, the bipolarness that I have in my brain, maybe I would do the same.